What's up guys, it's Ed from TechSource and welcome to another detailed camera comparison test. This time we're going to be facing off the LG G4 against the Galaxy Note 4. Now the test will be done in auto mode just like my previous camera comparisons. However, I have been doing manual camera comparison test videos as well, and not too long ago I compared the LG G4 against the Xperia Z3 all in manual mode. So if that's something you guys want to see done with the G4 and the Note 4, then let me know by dropping a comment down below. But with that said, let's go ahead and start the video. The 22,400 mAh power bank from EC Technology is the most affordable charger you can buy in its class. You can charge up to 3 devices at the same time using the fastest charging speeds for your device, and it even comes with a built-in flashlight. It has an awesome compact design and comes in several colors. Click on the link in the description for more info. Alright, so before we jump into the samples, let's take a quick look at the camera specs. The LG G4 is rocking a 16 megapixel rear-facing camera with an aperture of 1.8 that can shoot up to 4K resolution. The Note 4 is also sporting a 16 megapixel rear-facing camera but with a 2.2 aperture, and it can also shoot up to 4K resolution. For front-facing cameras, the G4 has an 8 megapixel camera that can shoot up to 1080p, whereas the Galaxy Note 4's 3.7 megapixel camera can shoot up to 1440p. By the way, for those wondering, I am rocking the carbon fiber skins from Dbrand on both of my devices, and I will leave a link down below to their website if you want to check them out. But with that said, let's sit back, relax, and check out some samples. The LG G4 has a laser autofocus feature like their previous model, which helps detect objects and quickly focuses on them. For the most part, it is really accurate until you start using it outside under really bright conditions. The Note 4 on the other hand doesn't have a fancy autofocusing feature, but it still does a great job picking up objects really fast, and it's really consistent. For daytime video, both phones shoot amazing quality 4K videos. The Note 4 has slightly warmer colors, but the G4 has sharper footage. The colors are also more vibrant on the G4, and you can tell by just looking at the sky. It also has a wider field of view, so for 4K video, I'm gonna give the point to the G4. For low light video, it's pretty obvious who the winner is. The Note 4 footage is just too dark, whereas you can see a lot more on the G4. I mean, take a look at the whiteboard in the back on the Note 4. You can barely see it, whereas it's clearly visible on the G4. So I'm gonna give the point to the G4 for low light video performance. For stabilization, both phones are being shot in 1080p to ensure that optical image stabilization is enabled, and they are also strapped on a device for a very accurate stabilization reading. But honestly, they both look very similar, and I can't quite tell the difference, so I'm gonna give the point to both phones for stabilization. What's up guys, and welcome to the front-facing video camera test and microphone quality test between the LG G4 and the Galaxy Note 4. The G4 is being shot in 1080p, whereas the Galaxy Note 4 is being shot in 1440p. And from the footage, it looks like the Galaxy Note 4 kind of underexposes in certain areas, whereas the G4 has an overall better dynamic range. Also, if you guys are listening to this on your headphones, then you guys can hear the background noise, so I'm gonna stay quiet for a bit. For our front-facing video, the Note 4 actually has a much better color reproduction. Everything is much more vibrant and you get sharper footage thanks to its higher resolution. But as I mentioned in the video, it does underexpose certain areas, and the G4 has overall a much more balanced dynamic range, so I will give a point to both phones for front-facing video. For the microphone quality, the Note 4 seems to have a much louder mic, but with that you get more background noise, which means that it will easily pick up wind noise if you're trying to take video outside. So I guess I'll give the point to the Note 4 for having a louder mic. For daytime pics, both phones deliver excellent color reproduction while sticking to the warmer side. The G4 is notorious for having slightly more saturation than other smartphones, but it does deliver more vibrant and truer to life colors. The subscribe pillow on the left is far more accurate than the one on the right. Now, one thing I don't like about the Note 4 is the brightness. I call it the white fog, and no amount of adjusting gets rid of it. So I did lower the exposure, and it does help a little bit, but in return it darkens the overall image. If you look at the image by itself, you can't really tell it exists until you bring it up against another pic. So the G4 takes the point for more vibrant and truer to life colors. For low light pictures, the G4 is pretty hard to beat with its 1.8 aperture. The image is just a lot more sharp and clear on the G4, and it also has much less noise than the Note 4, so the point for low light pictures goes to the G4. The flash on the Note 4 is just too strong. It completely overexposes the object, whereas the flash on the G4 is a bit less harsh. You can still see the blue fur on the Android from the G4 pic, whereas it's completely washed out on the Note 4. So once again, we have a clear winner. The LG G4 has a better camera. Pictures and videos are just a lot more crispier on the G4, not to mention it has truer to life colors, and its low light performance is one of the best you can find on any smartphone. The Note 4 no doubt has an excellent camera as well, but it's just not enough to beat the G4. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, and if you like to see these types of camera comparisons, then let me know by leaving a like on the video. And if there's a specific camera comparison test you want to see next, then let me know which two phones you want to see go up against each other by dropping a comment down below. Anyways, this is Ed from TechSource. I'll see you guys in the next video.